In the Face of Adversity, A Boy's Tale of Hope and Hardship. Chapter 1. The Beginning of a Hard Road. In a small, nondescript village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, lived a boy named Liam. His home, a modest wooden cabin, stood at the edge of the village, where the land met the wild. Life in the village was simple, but it wasn't easy. The villagers were mostly farmers and hunters, struggling to make ends meet. But Liam's family was different. They had nothing. Liam's father, once a strong and able man, had fallen ill. A mysterious sickness had taken hold of him, leaving him bedridden and weak. His mother, though fierce in her love for her family, was exhausted from working day and night to keep food on the table. The burden of responsibility had shifted to young Liam, who, at the tender age of 12, found himself thrust into a world of hardship and struggle. Chapter 2. The Weight of Responsibility. Every day, Liam would rise before the sun, his small hands blistered from the work that awaited him. He would tend to the animals, fetch water from the distant well, and work the fields, all while his father lay helpless and his mother fought her own battles. The other children in the village went to school, played in the fields, and laughed without a care in the world. But for Liam, childhood was a luxury he could not afford. Yet, despite the overwhelming weight of his responsibilities, Liam never complained. He had learned early on that life was not always fair, and that complaining did little to change one's circumstances. Instead, he chose to focus on the things he could control, the work that needed to be done, the care his father required, and the comfort he could provide to his weary mother. Chapter 3. A Ray of Hope. One harsh winter morning, as Liam trudged through the snow to gather firewood, he came across an old man sitting by the side of the road. The man was frail, with a face lined with age and wisdom, and his clothes were tattered and worn. Despite his appearance, there was something in the man's eyes, a glimmer of kindness and a spark of hope. "Why do you look so sad, young one?" the old man asked, his voice gentle but filled with concern. Liam hesitated for a moment before speaking, unsure if he should burden a stranger with his troubles. But something in the old man's gaze compelled him to share his story. As Liam spoke of his father's illness, his mother's struggles, and the crushing weight of his responsibilities, the old man listened intently, nodding every so often as if he understood every word. When Liam finished, the old man smiled, a warm, comforting smile that seemed to chase away the cold of the winter morning. "Do not lose hope, young one," the old man said. "The road ahead may be difficult, but remember, it is in the face of adversity that we discover our true strength." With those words, the old man reached into his cloak and pulled out a small, intricately carved wooden box. He handed it to Liam, who looked at it with curiosity. "This box," the old man explained, "contains something very special, but it will only open when you are ready to face your greatest challenge." Before Liam could ask what the old man meant, he turned and walked away, disappearing into the snowy landscape as if he had never been there. Chapter 4. The Greatest Challenge. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Liam continued to work tirelessly, caring for his father and helping his mother. The small wooden box remained unopened, tucked away in a safe place, waiting for the day when Liam would be ready. As the years passed, Liam grew stronger, both in body and spirit. He learned to find joy in the simple things: a warm meal, a clear sky, the laughter of his mother on rare occasions. He also learned to lean on the support of the villagers, who, though poor themselves, were always willing to lend a helping hand. But the greatest challenge was yet to come. One fateful evening, as a storm raged outside, Liam's father took a turn for the worse. His breathing became labored, and his once strong hands trembled with the effort of holding on. Liam and his mother sat by his side, their hearts heavy with the knowledge that the end was near. In the midst of the storm, Liam remembered the old man's words and the wooden box he had given him. With trembling hands, he retrieved the box and held it close, praying for the strength to face what was to come. As if in response to his prayer, the box began to glow softly. Liam's heart raced as he carefully opened it, revealing a small, intricately carved stone. The stone shimmered with a soft, otherworldly light, and as Liam held it in his hands, he felt a warmth spread through his body, a warmth that filled him with courage and hope. With the stone in his hand, Liam returned to his father's side. He placed the stone on his father's chest and watched as the light from the stone enveloped him. His father's breathing steadied, and the pain etched on his face began to fade. Liam's mother gasped in disbelief, tears streaming down her face as she watched the miracle unfold before her eyes. Chapter 5. A New Beginning. The storm passed, and with it, the darkest days of Liam's life. His father recovered slowly but surely, regaining his strength with each passing day. The villagers, who had always been kind, now looked at Liam with a newfound respect. They saw in him not just a boy, but a young man who had faced adversity with courage and come out stronger on the other side. Liam continued to work hard, but now his heart was lighter, and his spirit was filled with hope. He knew that life would always have its challenges, but he also knew that he had the strength to overcome them. The small wooden box, now empty, served as a reminder of the lesson he had learned, that in the face of adversity, hope and courage could light the way. And so, Liam's tale of hope and hardship became a story told by the villagers for generations to come. A story of a boy who, despite all odds, found the strength to carry on, and in doing so, discovered the true power of hope.